Um, this is a tough day for all of us, man, especially me and my family. I love DT like a brother, man. He was one of the first people to reach out to me when I got drafted. Still have the message that he left on my phone that I played yesterday. My thoughts and prayers go out to him and everybody that was a part of his life. He was such an impactful person in the community here. As the leader of our team, he didn't say much, but you know when he spoke, everyone listened. We all love him. We all miss him. I know there was other people a lot closer than me, but I know he touched my life and so much. And I know if he was here today, and one thing that he would tell me is just keep working. That's just one thing that he always did. He was always working. He was always the hardest worker, always the first one in this building, one of the last ones to leave. And that's just the type of person he is. He left a legacy that we all miss so much. But like I said, you all, this is something that caught us all off guard. And I love him. I hope nothing but the best for his family, his mom, and his sister, and all his family. So my thoughts and prayers go out with him.
Hey, Garett, when he got here, he had already been to a bunch of Pro Bowls, but what kind of impact did his work ethic make on a rookie like yourself?
That everyone comes from different aspects of life. That's one thing you always talked about was, it doesn't matter what your outcome is in life. When you get here on the football field, everyone's good, and you got to give your heart, and you got to give every single day. All the talent that you have, everything that you have, you got to give it every single day on this field, and that's what he did. And so, but he always would talk to me. He would always believe in me. Like my first couple of years was rough here, but he would always tell me just keep trying, keep working. He always believed that I could be something big, and be a big time left tackle here. And so I always would cherish those times that he would tell me that.
You both had different upbringings where the parents weren't always around for either one. Did you guys talk about maybe you guys sharing a similar journey that way?
I never really talked about it. More just knew mutual respect. Knew that we both came from rough backgrounds. But you can tell when somebody comes from a rough background just because the person that he is. You never live a day without any excuses or anything like that. He always had a smile on his face. He was always happy, and you could tell that he lived like every day like it was his last. And he was just so impactful to so many people. So I know, like I said, he was a special person to me in this organization.
How the guys who weren't here with DT supported you guys who were here today?
They're here with us, but it's hard to put into words what type of person he was if you weren't around him. I know you can tell about his stories and tell about everything like that, but unless you really knew him and knew the type of person he was, it's hard to express that. But I know our teammates are there with us, and I know they understand what type of person he was with Mr. Ellis and what he spoke to us as a team today. But like I said, his legacy will live on. The one thing he always says was his name's going to be in these rafters, and everyone's going to know who he is for so many years. And we got to put 88 in our hearts, and hopefully that he gives us that juice. He gives us that desire to go make the playoffs. I mean, that's what I feel like we need to do for him, and I hopefully we do that.
Garett, you mentioned that he reached out to you, and it sounds like whether you're a first-round pick or undrafted guys, so many people had stories of him being one of the first people to reach out. What's that say about him, and have you tried to maybe copy some of that?
For sure, man. I mean, if I could take one thing from DT, it's always have a smile on my face. His smile lit up a room every time he walked in. Every time he talked to him, he was always happy. I don't think I heard one negative thing out of his mouth or anything. He was just so positive in all aspects of life. Like I said, it was a special time when I got drafted and Vaughn called me. I didn't really know that number, and then when DT called me, I didn't know, but he texted me and said, "I'm Demaryius Thomas, big fella, and I'm grateful you're part of this organization," and I always will cherish that for sure. Thank you all.